early.
Yeah, and get this, Bandera's not even in the heat advisory area.
Wow.
So yeah, it was hot here. I mean, heat index today maxed out at about 108, I believe. So yeah, really hot stuff. Tomorrow also we've got a heat advisory. I think temperatures are going to be very similar tomorrow with heat index values anywhere from around 107 to up to 110. So take it easy tomorrow. Matter of fact, that heat advisory could even be extended into the first part of next week. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about that 4th of July as well, and we've got our first hurricane of the season out there in the Atlantic. I'll show you that. So the heat advisory for tomorrow, 4th of July, you know that's going to be hot. I'm going to go with 100 for a high and watching the Gulf. Next weekend could be a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. All right, we do have a heat advisory tomorrow from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. Includes Frio County, Bexar County, Atascosa counties, and counties along the I-10 and I-35 corridors. Of course, it's going to be hot tomorrow. All right, 87 degrees still out there, almost 90. The low this morning, we didn't even hit 80. We got, the low was about 81. Look at this, record low 58 back in 1985. Wouldn't that be nice? And the record high 108. It's just too humid for us to be hitting any kind of record highs. Nowhere near that. All right, so for the rest of this evening, temperatures will slowly drop close to about 80 for a low tomorrow morning. All right, temperatures out there now 87. Bernie, though, 82. That's not too bad. Kerrville, 86. Fredericksburg, 86. And also at New Braunfels, it is 86 degrees. All right, here's Hurricane Beryl. It's an 85-mile-per-hour hurricane, Category 1. Hurricane moving to the west at about 20 miles per hour, so it's moving rather briskly. We'll be moving through the Windward Islands as a major hurricane. Right now, Beryl is intensifying quite rapidly. We'll be moving into the Caribbean. Usually in the Caribbean, the shear increases a bit. Forecast to be a major hurricane in the eastern Caribbean, but weakening to a Category 2 hurricane in the western portions of the Caribbean. Now, it's going to be very important here. If it goes more over land here over the Yucatan, will likely be a weaker system and move into Mexico. If it's a little bit further north and just barely touches the Yucatan and goes more over Cancun, then it could be a major hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. And again, going to be watching that closely. Here's the different computer models. Notice how they're all pretty tightly packed together, going right over the Yucatan. If that verifies, then it may end up being that weaker system and moving a little bit more to the west. But realistically, it could be anywhere northern Mexico, anywhere to South Texas. That could definitely be the track. All right, we got another area of disturbed weather, and the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico will likely stay south. And for us, ridge of high pressure going to be really strong, so it is just going to stay hot. Matter of fact, tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, close to 100. I'm going to go with a 10% chance tomorrow, but yeah, it's going to be pretty slim chances. All right, mold 1360 and heavy. Pigweed is 10 and light. Here's your 14-day forecast. Looking at 98 tomorrow with a 10% chance. 4th of July, I think 100 degrees. And looking at the 4th again, going to be hot. And then next week, it is going to be really hot again. Highs around 100. I'm going to throw in a 20% chance for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, because of what might happen with Beryl, but we'll definitely be watching the Gulf of Mexico. All right, now we're going to be talking some sports. What's going on, Casey?